I was always in the band. I was in the band in junior high, high school, and so college I was in the pep band, Villanova University's basketball pep band, went to, and football marching band, so that was my affiliation to sports, was as the supporting band people.
And at what point did you come out?
Come out? Not till very late in life. So, as I say, I was born and raised in Philly when I was 24 years, and so through that point I was as closeted as can be. Didn't even really know the distinction gay life versus liking to have sex with men. That's all it was for me, and that's all I ever thought about. I was fortunate to get a job offer when I was 24 at Fort Lauderdale. So I was able to uplift my life completely out of my family scene and every other scene of people who knew me and start a new life in Fort Lauderdale. And that's when I started to venture into gay social settings, et cetera. I haven't really come out fully, like at work, et cetera, until maybe 10 years ago. I lived in Cooper City and then various parts of Fort Lauderdale, yes. Working as a straight person, or at least, not out at all. I was on the hospital softball league. And
Which hospital were you with?
Broward Health. So I worked at Imperial Point, I worked at Coral Springs when it opened, first day it opened, and I worked at Broward General. And then 9 years at Boca Regional. I was in the Flamingo Freedom Band early on because I had the talent, God-given talent or blessed talent of clarinet and saxophone. But to answer your question, my lover at the time, Jim Melkonian, he was the face of the band. He lived and breathed the band and everything about it, promoting it. He was also an activist, which was not so much me. He would bring me to protest Dr. Kennedy's, rhetoric against gays, et cetera, so signs and everything. Yeah, absolutely, yes. Which was like just not me. I wasn't a public figure. I wear my sunglasses and go, but I went with him because he was so absolutely dedicated. But he unfortunately passed away in 1992 of AIDS, back at the worst time of AIDS. And I couldn't bring myself to go back to the band after he died. So a friend in the band, Don Mixon, a great clarinet player, was also in the tennis club, in the gay tennis club. And he said, why don't you try the tennis club? I had never picked up a racket in my life. I probably was 39 or 40 at the time. He said, doesn't matter, you come, they have beginners, they have everything. So I went and joined the tennis club, and sure enough, they accept everybody and anybody, and you learn. And so I spent the next 20, 25 years in the Gay Tennis League, serving as its president for 2 or 3 years, on the board, et cetera. So I've always had my fingers in either the band, the tennis club, and very early on, but only for a short while, in the softball league. I always played softball at hospitals, but as far as the development of the gay league, I was on the original team. I didn't know it. We were in a straight league. You probably heard that. Played against the police department, FP&L, Blockbuster. We were 12 guys who loved to play ball. We were not activists. We loved to hang out together, being gay, et cetera, go to the bar, whatever, and hang out, but we loved to play ball. So we made our entrance into the league, the city league, not to make a statement at all, just to play ball in an organized league, and that was the only organized league around. So the first half of the year, we were unknown as a gay team, notwithstanding the name Manatease, T-E-A-S-E. And about midway through the year, my recollection is, the word kind of started to get out that we were not a team dedicated to marine aqua life, but something else was going on. And that personified itself at a play at first base, playing against the police department. And I always remember this, and I was, I guess, glad to hear one of the guys last night recount this story, because it was so vivid in my mind, I wondered if anybody else remembered it. was to play at first base, and at first base, you know, the ball comes in, the first baseman's protecting the bag, and the runner is going to make it, so there's this natural potential collision that's going to happen, and doesn't have to be that way, but it was. So there was a collision. I remember the police officer, or the guy on the police team, you know, pushing him and using the derogatory term faggot as he did it. And that was the first time we were standing as gay people, because it really bothered all of us. We weren't hiding our upset at that moment, and nor did we overreact and like make it worse than it was. And the umpires, as happens in any ball game, scuffles, just calmed everything down, and we heard it. The people that heard it, but it just came and went. And we never made a big deal about it. We went on to win the league that year. I became very introspective, and I started to realize that all through school, I never stood up for those very brave, courageous, openly effeminate kids at school who got bullied and got their books knocked down. And I started to realize, you know, that I kind of stood by and didn't stand up. So I just, you know, introspectively over the years, whatever, and so I have been more and more willing to stand up and actively standing up without, I've never been a, you know, way out there, as it were, public figure for gay rights, but I am a very private and vocal within my communities stand for that, and I was very proud of my time as you know, president of the tennis club, this club, that, whatever club. So it gave me the courage to be who I am. It took a long time, but it gave me the courage to be who I am over the years. And using those high school friends or acquaintances who did take it for us, you know, took the knocks and blows on our behalf, standing on their shoulders. And so I just, you know, stand up for them and speak up for them.